Hello, welcome back. I had a chance to do some thinking and some reviewing. I took some notes. This should be much better. Oh, I meant to start a clock. Let me pause. Okay, are we recording? Yes. Took some notes. For those of you that watched this video and wanted to subscribe, let me apologize. I had no idea how to put a subscribe button on the video. I have since learned. You should see it on this one. That's my first major announcement. I have a subscribe button. Should be right about. I wish my left hand worked. Down here somewhere. Okay. I guess I should check these off as I talk about them, right? All right. What else? Some of the good things in the video. I didn't mumble as much as I thought I was mumbling. Of course, I'm listening to myself, watching myself. Probably psychological, but and I know what I'm gonna. Anyway, you understand what I'm saying. Bad things. Everything else was horrible. Lighting, that stupid fan going. That fan is keeping me cool. Another good thing, I changed shirts. So you wouldn't think it was the same. It's about 2 or 3 days later. All right, enough of that. Stories. Well, I mentioned that I have stories. Do I have stories? I'll give you an example. I could tell you the story of how I really lost my virginity. That's a boring story. Or I could tell you the story that I made up to tell everybody so I would look cool, or at least sound cool. That's a pretty good story. I don't remember it that well because of the stroke. But occasionally I see somebody that reminds me of somebody and that story comes back. Okay, let's check those off. That's an example of a story. I can tell you scores and scores of stories about me in the hospital after the stroke. Okay, score. The reason I brought up Lincoln last time and talked about score is because I said it. I used that word in a sentence previously to bring up Lincoln. And I don't know that everybody, in fact, and I hate to say this, I'm pretty confident that most people under the age of 25 don't know what a score is in terms of length of time. They probably know what other terms are, like light year or whatever. But anyway, that's why I said score. Okay, disclaimer. All right, right off the bat, I'm not doing this for money. However, I have been told through the little bit of research I've done, this particular pastime could be lucrative. I my income is from the government, Social Security, disability. Not very much. You don't need to know how much. It's just barely enough for me to get by. If I didn't smoke or drink or eat or have a unquenchable craving for chocolate, I could probably get by plus. We can talk about the devices later. Anyway, but I've been told, so please subscribe. I've been told subscriptions help a lot. You need a certain number of subscriptions before you can be monetized. I don't know how it all works. I wanted to tell the world that I'm not in this for the money because I'm really not. But if I can make a few extra dollars each month to help me get by, plus, I should promote that. That's common sense. But when I did initially decide to start this, making money was not part of the equation. Keeping busy and connecting with people was my main impetus. That's the right word, impetus. It was my main catalyst. It was the main thing that helped me decide. Oh, it reminds me of my sister. This these notes I took, My sister wrote me a handwritten letter. Bless her heart. Love her. And then she included a photo of me from 2000. And I'm going to show it to you. 2000, long time ago. 2003. That's me there on the right, and that's my son at, the, at about the age of 19 or 20. He had just come back from Korea. He and I took a trip from Austin, Texas to bumfuck nowhere, Iowa, way up in the northeast corner. But on the way, we stopped in Bryan, Texas to visit my sister. She sent me this picture, and one of the things that was keeping me from starting to actually publish was my appearance. She sent me this picture, and if you'll notice, that guy on the right there, is that right? Yeah, that's right. It's my right hand. It's on my right side. It's on my left side, but that's my right. Okay, mirror, John, mirror. Anyway, he's not a bad-looking fellow compared to this fellow. Not bad looking, kind of aged and weathered. All right. Anyway, so I thought, well, if I put that photo as part of my YouTube channel, that would be better. So we can blame my sister for this. If you have any gripes, complaints about what I'm doing, you can email my sister at. You didn't really think I was going to give you my sister's email, did you? I hope that pause worked. I need to check. Anyway, enough of that. Handwritten letter in 2020. She's a sweetheart. And now I have to write her a handwritten letter back, which reminds me something I need to talk about. I know a few people have seen that first video. A few people left comments. Thank you. It was very kind of you for your input. I don't type with one hand because it sucks and I hate it. And every time I try to type with one hand, I get very angry inside and it leads to no good. So I just decided don't even try. But I do try to use voice to text. Sometimes on this laptop it works really well. It works really well on my phone all the time. Well, most of the time. It doesn't always understand what I'm saying. That's because I mumble. Anyway, it can speak French. If I say c'est la vie or je t'aime or stuff like that, it spells it out in French. I'm amazed by that. I don't speak French, but I know a few short phrases. So if you do see a comment or a reply from me, think of yourself as special, even if it's negative. I don't intend to say anything negative to anybody. If someone wants to get in a word war with me, you're going to lose. I've been called a wordsmith. Anyway, I'm just saying, if you do see a comment from me in a reply form or regular comment form, it's because I felt I had something important to say and I took the time to do it. I didn't even have that in my notes. All right, let's see. Content. Talk about the show. I've already seen Game of Thrones. Matter of fact, when I got hooked on one of my favorite reactors, I'm going to shout them out again. Duo Reacts, Lacey and Steve. Or for some of you who are on the wrong side of the fence, Steve and Lacey. Part 2 coming up. I got to close this because it's been 9 minutes. I hate this. I'll make a part 2.